This is a message to my black men and black women. Never, never let any other race try to hurt your people. Never. So we must start
all over the world people are dying from starvation.
as we love ourselves.
There's no reason for it.
Stand up and fight.
We have the land, and the land is fertile. Fertile land we have. All over the world. Chinese, Indians, the black men, also the white men. But they are not dying from starvation. El Cabilan, the people are dying from starvation. And we have land abundantly. This is what I'm talking about. It do not make any sense. The government needs to get together and share up the land amongst the people. It's very simple. Why government is holding the land and call it public land? It do not make no sense. You know what I'm talking about? The land belongs to the people. And the people are not trying to rise up to take the land away from the government. So in the meantime, they are complaining to themselves. And they are not complaining to the government. Are you following what I'm talking about? What I'm saying, the land belongs to every creature. There is no reason why government should take the land from the people and call it public land. It does not make any sense. But if the people rise up and rebel against the government to divide the land amongst the people, then the people would have a better say. But they're not doing that. Just think about what I'm saying. Why the people do not have any land? The people born here. The fowls of the air of all the land. They can fly from one place to another and roost whenever time they choose to. But what man is doing is killing them when they roost. Because they're eating the crops and they are a problem because there are abundantly. That's what men put in their thought. But they forget that the land belongs to all creatures. And what I'm saying, you know, as a young boy in the village, the ladies will go to the government land to find food that grows from the ground freely. And they will pick the straws to make baskets. And some of these ladies that live to my father's home will do that. And they will take me with them when they're going to those places. One day I said to one of the ladies, why the government own all the land? She said that's the way it is. The government own all the land, but they can go there and pick what they want. I was 9 years of age. I got a thought in my head now. I told her when I grows up, I want to take the land away from the government. And she replied, how you going to do that? I said, take it away from them. I didn't know what was government. I thought it was a person that take away all the land from the people. And she replied that I cannot do that. When I grows up and realized who are government, I figure, hey, this is not right. Somebody needs to stand up against these people that call themselves government. Because they have the land store up for themselves. And they're not sharing the land amongst the people, because that's how government control the people, by taking away the land from them. Any place you go, if you go to Al-Kabi land, the place they call Africa, the people that call themselves government take the land away from the people. If you go to Europe, Spain, Germany, they also take the land away from the people. The Caribbean is the same. So what I'm saying, if the people can rise up and demand the land from the government, say 1 acre each person should have, or half an acre, you would not need to have any government, because the people could have their own food, because they're going to plant their own food. And once you have your own food and have your own shelter, you don't need no government. What do you need the government for? Because the government is not taking care of you. They're not stopping war when you fight among yourself, if you do fight. So the point that I'm making, if the people get the land from the government, they would not need any government. And the government could not overpower the people, and that's the problem we're having at this moment. So in the meantime, people are dying from starvation. I have been saying this for the past 30 years, before the internet come in existence. Before these YouTube and these Facebook, I do public access. I've been telling the people to see if they can get the land from the government. Government have millions and millions and millions of acres of land sitting there that they call public land. And in the meantime, I don't have a piece of the land to build a house, to plant the grains that I have, to raise my fowls. So what am I going to do? Just think about it. All I can do is sit by the byways and the hedges, because I have no land. I don't have any money to buy the land. But the government have all the land stored up for themselves. And it's not their land. The land belongs to the people. Why the people cannot understand or understand? Nobody is not coming up with that. They want to talk about Jesus and these bullshit stuff that cannot help our people. And the Jesus have not done anything for the black woolly people. But they like to talk on those subjects. All I can tell you is waste of time. And all these years that the black men have been sitting here, it's all waste of time. And they're all giving up. They're giving up one by one because they see that the black people are not making any effort to fall on what they're saying. Many of them give up. Because if you speak bad about the Jesus, not really bad, but if you speak that the people can understand, they figure you're not saying it right. And that's the problem. That's the problem with the black people. They love you some Jesus. And if you're not speaking under that category of Jesus' ways, they don't want to hear nothing. No. I got female told me that they do not care what I said. They believe in their Jesus. I said, and this lady that I spoke with, she's a minister. I said to her, can you give me the origin of the word Jesus and what language the word Jesus derived from? And she said, I do not care what you say. It doesn't matter what you said. I believe in my Jesus. So those people, you cannot change their ways. They're not going to change for nothing. It doesn't matter. They're not going to change for no reason. If you tell them this Jesus is a black man, they're still not going to change their ways. Because they have been seeing this white Jesus for a long, long, long time. Trust me. Before the white men brought the black men here, they've been seeing this white Jesus in Africa for a long time. You know, Africa is not the name of our grandfather's land. But you can't change the people's ways and tell them it's named Al-Kabi land. You can't tell them that. They get pissed off because you're saying something wrong. And that's the problem we're having with our people. And they've gone off into all type of stuff. Trust me. The black man is gone. They're saying the government is doing this. No. How are people is doing what they're doing? They've gone off into sodomy. You know, you can't speak about those things too much anymore. Because you two want to shut you down on Facebook and Twitter and all these medias. So they're trying to silence you so our people can continue to do what they're doing that is totally against the laws of nature. Yeah? Totally against the laws of nature. So you can sit in your slumber and waste your time in filth. Huh? Did you hear me? That's what these slimy Anglo-Saxon is doing. And they're doing it secretly that you can't understand. and you fall for it. And that's why I said the black men do not have anything to tell their grandchildren, because they lost their sense of direction. You can say any goddamn thing you want to say, because most of the guys that is speaking with you of this today, they read from books. They can't tell you anything that they know of themselves. Let me see if I can, you can understand what I said. What I'm saying to you, the black men of today cannot tell you nothing of themselves because they read from books. And the book that they're reading from, they have not wrote the book. You see this book in my hand? This book has been written by the white man. So as I said to the black men, they are wasting time. If you don't think the black man is wasting time with what they're doing right now, in dispensation of time, you see the number? Call me up and let's chit chat. You're the smart one. You went to the university and you went to the college. Call me up and see if we can discuss this matter about starvation. How can you curb starvation?
Stay away from uncleanness.
No bullshit talk.
If it in the seed of the cornful,
Call me up.
you
I'm out of here,
become
please.
scarful.
And respect.
If in the seed of the clean, you should be clean. Listen what I'm saying. Don't you play no game. Don't you play no